we scamper?
We're going to scamper south.
Good. South.
113 Overhill Drive, Waxahachie, Texas. This is a really cool mid-century ranch home in a wonderful, just very country location.
If you're trying to like get out of Dallas and you're thinking, I don't want to head to south of Oklahoma, head south of Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great area. It has that really quaint neighborhood vibe, but yet it still has great highway access, which made it just a perfect commuter town for me. My parents actually selected Weatherford because it's outside of Fort Worth, similar to Waxahachie outside of Dallas. It was like just the perfect commute for my dad.
So this was, I loved so we used to take our scooter club and get on scooters and ride to Waxahachie.
You would?
Because you can ride down through the southern part of Dallas, you run down through the Cedars, you hit, I think it's like loop 3, not for the loop, it's like, I don't know, offshoot 342 or something. Mm-hmm. And it takes you down through the country, and then you connect to Highway 77, which is just north, which is, the old Interstate 35.
Right.
And you can ride right down that main street that we come into the city on.
Yeah.
You ride right down through that. And we used to go to the place called the Catfish Plantation, which is an old house down there.
Really?
That is documented to be haunted.
Oh.
And that was its big claim to fame for a long time.
Well, it is a great little doorstep community outside of Dallas. Definitely worth an option, and your money goes so much further down here. So when we look out in this area, one of the things, as Jeff was saying, it being quaint, is the Ellis County Courthouse. This is unique. Apparently, you were giving me my history lesson before we started, and there are how many counties in Dallas or Texas?
There are 254 counties in Texas.
And each one of them has its own?
Each one has its own county courthouse. This was considered the county seat.
And this is one of the...
it is the most photographed county courthouse in Texas.
See, I don't know, because actually Weatherford's courthouse is super photographed. In fact, it was in a Chevy's commercial back in the 90s.
Interesting.
Because it has it faces west and has a long shot that they like.
If you've never been down to take the tour through this, it's well worth the time. This is a 30-minute drive from Dallas, but to walk through, this was built in the 1800s.
You can tell.
It's a beautiful piece of architecture that you just won't see in Dallas.
The stone, and something else about that facilities reminds me of, there is a very old orphanage in Weatherford called the Pythian Home, and there's something about that reminds me of it.
Interesting.
I can't remember what it is.
I'll have to look that up, see if it's the same architecture style.
So also, if you're in the area, jump over and head to Prime 115 for excellent Texas steak. This is a really great place just to come. Locals love good martinis, great food. Mm-hmm. Perfect evening.
White tablecloths, the whole shebang.
Yeah.
So you can still get out in the country and have cultured food, cultured entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not out there on an island, which
You're
I
not.
think a lot of people are worried about.
Goodness no. And what's next?
Guess what else is in Waxahachie? It's the Scarborough Renaissance Festival. This is, if you've never been, this is a festival that happens April to May. It has gone on for 100 years, maybe not 100 years, but it is if you are into this genre of life and costuming, this is the place to go.
That's Christmas for you. Mm-hmm. It is the gift that keeps on giving.
Do you remember the girl that used to work at our MLS that was into this? And she actually, I'll have to bring I still have a crown.
Wasn't she in charge of MLS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have a crown. She was big time into
She's
this.
tall,
dark hair. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and Zach also wants to know if there are live owls. If you know if there are live owls there, please leave your notes in the comment. He'd love to know.
They probably have falcons.
Yeah, I can agree
Maybe
with
they throw the owls up as bait.
That is not how that goes.
Oh.
Not at all.
Okay.
And also get out, get about in the Waxahachie Creek hike and bike trails. This is a 6.9 mile trail. Mm-hmm. Perfect for you and your little ones, whether 2 or 4-legged. Mm-hmm. Get out there. People always want to know where they can go out and get exercise. Dallas has it. It may not be vertical, but we've got trails and creeks, and they're all the way down here at Waxahachie.
Yeah.
Excellent. So let's talk about this property, Jeff.
So this is a little over 3,000 square feet. One of the things I love about this is this home has some really great period points that have not been screwed up, like the wrought iron on the front.
Yeah.
As we get into it, you'll see some of the terrazzo flooring in the entryway that is really kind of that period. This front door is probably the original front door.
I'd agree.
One of the owners has just really worked very hard to kind of bring it back to luster, and I think she did a fantastic job.
When we first showed them this house when they bought it, I love the fact that the trees were so mature all the way around. It has that full house effect. I also like that you've got possibilities if you want to maybe open this floor plan, but the bones in this thing, that fireplace right there, it's enormous, and it has really cool reliefs where the bricks are sticking out just a little bit that I thought worked really, really well. But there's a lot of versatility, and I think that in some of our descriptions, or was it in the floor plan that we put online, we kind of talked about how a portion of that front formal area could have some versatility and go from office to a pantry. I may be jumping the gun a little bit on this, but I don't know. Whether it's 2 or whether it's 6 that live in this house, it flows.
It does. It's got a great circular pattern. This front room was really the original, living room, former living room, but I think it makes a much better dining room. And then the area you were talking about is really right there.
Yeah.
And that would make a fantastic pantry, butler pantry coming in from that kitchen just by putting a wall up.
Absolutely. Or if you needed an office, I think that gives you a lot more versatility. Again, because it is a ranch, it has a lot more opportunities. They did a great job with the flooring as well. The flooring is throughout. They upgraded the kitchen just a little bit. I thought it was the right amount because it had a little bit of quirky countertop at the beginning, and then it had a unique tile backsplash, but it wasn't actually tile, it was metal. And then this just kind of, once they did the floors and the countertops and then the tile, it all kind of flowed together. And then you realize, looking and opening the drawers and everything on these cabinets, you realize what quality this really is, and that it's almost a sin to take these out because you will not be able to put anything back that nice and that well made. I mean, maybe a coat of paint, strip them, if anything, maybe remove the scalloping at the top, but these cabinets, tier 1. And I like the eat-in spot.
Yeah, I do too. Nice built-ins there, which is also kind of a nod back to the original. They have left the intercom system. We actually had someone that looked at the house that asked us if we had any information about the workability of the intercom. So that tile right there is what was in the kitchen.
It's copper. It looks red there.
I'm sorry. That's right. But I'm glad they replaced it in the kitchen, but I'm glad they kept that in there.
I know. It just was enough back and forth. And this is the sunroom. I absolutely love the sunroom. They just had this tile installed. I believe these are 12 by 12s. Great space, overlooks. Now the Airstream is going to go, but this is a really excellent space for either growing plants or wintering your plants. I do know that any animal is going to absolutely love this. Now this is really unique. So each one of the bedrooms is going to be en suite, except for the office, right? But the way this thing is configured, you basically get 2 masters. So if you're in a multi-generational scenario, this floor plan works for you. One you're going to see is going to step out in the backyard, but it's got what you need. This one is set up as the office, but it can be a bedroom. It has 2 closets and the nice built-in. This is the first master.
This is on the front of the house, and these are such good-sized rooms. I mean, that is a king-size bed. Those are probably 32-inch nightstands on each side. So that's a huge room.
Absolutely. And so you can see down the hall, that goes in the living room, but then on the opposite side of the TV, that's just an area that is before you walk into the bathroom, but you've got a really large walk-in closet as well. So all of the bathrooms are going to be original, so the cabinets are at an angle, as you can see. You won't get that anywhere else. And then it's all tile, but the tile is immaculate. I still think the tile in these, the way they're configured, has at least one more life cycle in them. I don't think you have to tear it out.
I would agree.
And this is going to be your second master, almost the exact same configuration. This one is just a little bit smaller. This is a lavender bathroom, not going to be confused with the other two. And you can see in the mirror, they actually did the actual shower in the same tile. But this one actually steps out. This is the small little patio, steps out. It is covered. Again, nice closet-sized spaces. And again, as Jeff was saying, these bedrooms are not your typical 10 by 10s, which really sound and feel small. This is coming out. You're going to wrap around the backyard. This is, again, as we talked about the trees, there is so much space here. This is going to be a 3-car garage, 2 and 1. Really great, excellent floor plan use. I would say that if you're going to build up, this would be a great way to get over 800, not quite 800 square feet over that. But again, this yard is enormous.
And the house itself sits on about 6/10 of an acre, actually almost 7/10 of an acre. And then if the buyer would like, there is an additional parcel of land that is being offered at a nominal charge that would take you up to being over an acre of land.
Which is excellent for this area. So what we did was we did a 2D floor plan that kind of shows you how the entire house flows, giving you some ideas of what you can do with this. So tell us about this house.
So this is 113 Overhill Drive. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 3-car garage built in 1960, a little over 3,000 square feet, and priced at $475,000, which is $155 a square foot. Tell me where you're going to find that in Dallas.
You're not.
You're not.
Not for all that.
A brand new roof on the house, by the way. They just completed that in June, and so
in the comments is going to be a link. Click on that link. You can go through these, scroll in and out on the map, share it with your friends and family, and if it's something that you would like to look at, let us know, and we'd be happy to make that happen.